What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Affan, and today we're gonna start Better Call Saul Season 3, Episode 1. It's called MABEL. So far, this show has been great. It has been really good. I mean, it's really living up to the expectations that Breaking Bad had set up. I do have the entire Breaking Bad series on the channel, by the way. Check it out, link in the description. And thank you guys for joining me along this journey as well. I love the characters. I love the way they do things. They really take their time with it. I mean, we saw that in Breaking Bad. That was something that I was expecting, it the slow burn, you know, similar to Breaking Bad. So, you know, and I like when shows do that, when shows take their time with it and develop characters. And I mean, the biggest example of that is really Jimmy and Chuck. You look at their relationship and you look at their characters, really. They're both good, they're both bad. And you will like one of them or both of them, and you will hate one of them or both of them, like me. I've said it so many times now throughout the previous 2 seasons that I dislike Chuck, but he is right in what he's doing, and I also feel bad for him at certain points when he's getting played a little bit. Then there's Jimmy. He's wrong. Whatever he's doing, it's wrong. It's illegal. He's scamming people. He's just overall being not that great of a person. But I like him, and that just proves that this show is made to be realistic, because that's how people are. People aren't perfect. No one's perfect. Everybody has their ups and downs, and you can like someone even though they've got a shady past, and you can dislike someone even though they're very by the book, very legal, like Chuck. Although the reason why I dislike Chuck is then the stuff that he does off the book, which is trying to lay traps for Jimmy and try to put hurdles in his way and try to just be a nuisance for Jimmy, trying to keep him down, trying to not let him succeed in his career, which is very shitty thing to do for anyone, let alone your own brother, your older brother nonetheless. I'm a younger brother myself, so to me that stuff is like really like unbelievable, because my brother has done so much for me, my older brother. So I can only imagine how it feels for Jimmy. So I can definitely, I wouldn't say understand, but I kind of feel Jimmy's pain when he wants his brother to be his brother, his big brother, and then he gets Chuck. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's this whole dynamic going on between these two, and I feel like it's on after what we saw in the last episode in the last season. I think it's on. Chuck versus Jimmy is on. Pay-per-view. Get your tickets now. And they're not going to hold back. They're going to keep going back and forth at each other. So far, Chuck was the only one trying to put hurdles in Jimmy's way. Now Jimmy's returning the favor, and I think this is going to be very, very entertaining and very anxious. Oh, this is going to test me. Then we've got Mike, and we left him on that note. What is going to happen with that note? I'm pretty sure it was Gus, because, you know, of the thing that my patrons told me to look up. I figured it out. It was Fring's back. I looked it up afterwards as well. It was Fring's back. So yeah, that's definitely Fring. Gus Fring's back. So I'm very excited for that. I wonder who else they're going to bring in from the other show from Burba. Oh, and if you're new to the channel, I upload these videos earlier to my Patreon, link in the description to my Patreon. I also do have full-length reactions, which is like a watch-along, so you can do that as well if that's something you're interested in. Thank you so much, every single one of you, for supporting me so far, and not just on Patreon, but here as well, and joining me on this journey. Thank you so very much, and I hope we can continue that. So yeah, without any further ado, let's jump into first episode of Season 3 premiere, MABEL. Here we go. All right, Gene and Cinnabon. Oh, I found a Cinnabon near my house. I still haven't been. I'm gonna go. I swear if I find someone named Gene in there, you know I'm getting a selfie. It's gonna be creepy as shit. Probably gets it often, honestly. Jane, Tiffany. Champs. Coppers are looking for him. Probably. Jean's interested. Better call Jenny from Harry Potter.
You see a guy in a corduroy coat go by? Sir. Young guy, dark hair, corduroy coat. How about it?
Wow, he's really...
Want to come on out here?
I thought he was going to help him out, but nah. That ain't Saul.
Nice job.
Say nothing, you understand? Get a lawyer!
What? Whoa.
Get a lawyer.
Asshole.
You just thanked him for helping you, and now he's an what? Also, the guy's clearly going through it first. You know, when they asked him, he was like all over the place. You know, where he was, and then snapping there in that moment. Oh my goodness, I gotta visit the Cinnabon. Look at that. And I'm fasting, by the way. Whoa, right on his face. Can I lick it off his face? To clean, you know, because it's... I hope he's okay. Yeah.
So can I tell Howard you're not quitting or retiring or whatever? Can we take all this shit down off the walls? I'm gonna go call
Yeah.
Howard.
Like I was saying, it's getting to him. He dropped on the spot.
Besides, it's your word against mine.
Oh, it's a rewind. I thought he was playing the tape for him, for Jimmy. I know. I wouldn't, Chuck is smart. I don't think he would play the tape for Jimmy, because he knows Jimmy can just steal it or break it or whatever. Do you know what I mean? What's Chuck gonna do? Chuck can't stop him. Chuck's much older.
What's it matter what I said, Howard? Why are you looking a gift horse in the mouth? He just, yeah, well, whatever it was, he's over it now, all right? And by the way, you're welcome. Made him very happy.
He's taking it all down. He's taking it all down.
Jimmy, at least use a little finesse.
Finesse? What do you... Finesse, fine. Show me. Demonstrate.
Roll it with your thumbs. Left and then right. Get a nice tight roll going.
Nice thumbs, bro.
One that needs a nice tight roll.
Come on, show me. And right. Left.
I like how now that he knows that he's got Jimmy, he's happy.
Karate Kid.
That's why I don't like him, see? Just can't see Jimmy get ahead in life. Just because he can't get heads anymore. You know.
Holy crap. 1912.
Yeah, belonged to Grammy Davenport. She wrote her name in it.
1912, wow.
3 houses up from us. She had like a page boy
Jimmy.
haircut, and she was always in the dirt, always dirty.
Jimmy.
I liked her. She was
Jimmy,
always...
don't think I'll ever forget what happened here today. And you will pay.
Just for a moment, they were being brothers. Yeah.
Hey, I'm back. Oh, hi, ladies. Jimmy McGill.
Hey, Jimmy, we are almost done here.
Great. Can I,
We're almost done. I'll be with you in a minute.
Yeah, she's with her clients, bro. Come on.
Oh, and mention my lily pond. It's in my garden.
Lily pond.
Being so patient.
And Mrs. Ahern, if you or Margaret ever need anything from me, anything at all, you can call me day or night.
This is Mrs. Schmasko and her daughter, Jen.
I'm sorry, I got my wires crossed.
Bye. Okay, thank you.
Oh, man.
You are a superhero. I owe you big time.
Those were his clients.
So how's Chuck?
Oh, crisis averted.
Want to talk about it?
It may or may not involve that thing you said you never ever wanted to.
Look, I told every single one of them the situation, that they'd be getting me instead of you. I tried to talk them all into coming back another day. 6 of them left. Maybe you'll get those back.
Oh, all those people came in from his ad and they came to her instead of him.
You mad?
Oh, lovely. I'd go to her too. You know.
For 10 minutes today, Chuck didn't hate me. I forgot what that felt like.
Yeah, man.
You do realize you just confessed to a felon?
But you feel better, right?
Ooh, he's angry.
Your brother is one world-class son of a bitch.
Whoa, hold on.
No offense.
Well, I do take offense. She just assumes his mom's gender.
You told me about these plans of yours before you went out and did it.
I know, and I regret misleading you. It's just that certain...
Chuck, this tape, I'm not sure exactly what it accomplishes.
Right.
A secretly recorded tape with a problematic chain of...
I thought so. Okay. Cool.
And if you somehow put it in front of a jury, Jimmy'd call a dozen audio experts, say that voice isn't his, say that the tape had been edited.
He would indeed.
Are you thinking about playing this for Kevin Wachtel at Mesa Verde?
Yeah, that's a good...
As much as I would love to. That ship has sailed.
Yeah, but it would ruin the relationship with them.
Chuck, if that tape is useless in a court of law and no help in the court of public opinion, what's the point? Because I can't think of a single use for it.
I can.
What's he up to? He's very smart. All right. Don't. You left us on that note. Here it is, don't. Come on, show me a faraway shot of Gus Fring. Just a silhouette. That's it. Oh, this reminds me of that scene involving Walt and Hank. It's intense like this. No, not Hank. Jesse. Well, I guess it involves Hank as well. Oh man, what a scene that was. Probably trackers or something. Like a wire or... I thought they might have a bomb in there. It's a bit too much in it. Especially from someone that the note says don't. There... Whoa, what was that flash? That was the thunder. That's lovely. The flash first, then the noise. It had to be natural, and if it wasn't, very well done. I love it when people pay attention to detail. I wonder if this is the same junkyard or whatever it's called, where, you know, the one that we saw in Breaking Bad. This guy's thorough. He's looking at everything. Whoa. Is he gonna start smashing? I don't know why when I said smashing I thought about... What was her name? Marlene or something? That waitress from that hotel. I mean the restaurant. You know? Mike's now just waiting when they're gonna get some snow. And he's gonna get smashed anyways.
Hey, mister. We're closing in 15 minutes.
Okay, that's definitely not Joe.
Call me a cab, will you? What about your vehicle?
You can keep it. Ah, lovely.
You sell a gas cap for an 87 Caprice wagon?
It's in the gas tank or whatever. It's in the cap. EA Sports. It's in the cap. It's there. It's there. I put one in his home car too? Or like personal car, I guess. That's... Okay, transmitter. It's like what? Like a tracker? Wow.
Roses, petunias, orchids. They don't smell, you know.
Well.
And baby's breath and bachelor buttons.
Okay.
Lilies of the valley.
Lilies of the valley. You know, earlier when that woman mentioned Lily Pond, it just reminded me of Lily of the Valley. Ooh, that's the dude from the...
I treated you with hospitality and respect. And now I come to find every word out of your mouth is a damn lie. And your so-called war hero, Fudge Talbot, no such person, never was.
Granted.
You entered government property under false pretenses, sir.
I am no expert on your procedures and your protocols and whatnot. So if we fail to cross a T or dot an I sincerely apologize for any misunderstanding.
No, it's not a misunderstanding.
Step back. Big picture this, okay? What damage was done? Hey, who was hurt, huh? What was damaged? The base is still there, right? The B-52 is, I presume, still...
B-29. Huh? B-29.
Wasn't actually in the war.
Fudge is not a person. He wasn't in the war.
Well, neither was Tom Cruise. And look what Top Gun did for you.
You lied to me. You lied to my face, and I can't let you get away with it. You're gonna take that ad off the air, and we will take you down. Trespassing, false representation, stolen valor, the whole 9 yards.
Seriously, for 8 seconds of a TV commercial.
You take that ad down, or they'll be held to pay.
Make me.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Let's do this. You bring your commander down here, and I'll explain to him how you let us on the base. Red carpet treatment.
No, because you lied your way in.
Not how I remember it.
What
and
happened?
I've got witnesses to back me up. Do you like being an Air Force captain, huh? You think the United States wants to bring action against an old man in a wheelchair?
He wasn't even in a wheelchair.
Well, periodically he is. And when he shows up, he'll be in a wheelchair.
Right, because you're an ambulance chasing piece of shit. Because you're all the same. You're the same as all.
Always on a high horse. Always trying to make me feel like I'm... How about this? I won't fly jet planes. You stay out of court. Does that sound good?
Guys like you. You think you're so damn smart. And you think you don't have to play straight with anybody. The wheel is gonna turn. It always does.
Mm-hmm. That's true. It always does. And it did for him. It did for him. Cinnabane.
A lawyer you can trust my ass.
Thank
A
you for
lawyer,
your service.
you can, comma, trust my ass. Commas are important, you know. Very important. So he just never sleeps? Is he an alien? He's got a big head like an alien. You know, no offense. You know, I meant in a good, Mike, please don't shoot me. Actually, just shoot me, man. Let's just end it. Called Nacho.
3:30 in the morning.
Oh, that's the doctor.
You get me that?
Hey, how's the pup? Doing okay?
Yeah.
She's not being left alone all day, is she?
Got plenty of company.
Good.
Is it Kaylee?
This is gonna take me a few days, so I'll let you know.
Excellent.
Cowboy. The dude talked about the cowboy before, right? He's a big fan.
Am I reading this right? Did you get the rehearing moved up?
Yeah, those are 3 possible dates pending your and Kevin's schedule.
You moved it up almost 3 weeks.
Wow.
I'll give it another shot and see if I can do better.
You kidding me? I knew you were the right one for this.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity.
I believe her when she says that page.
Jerk spoke to me at the hearing, right there in front of Kevin. He accuses me of muddying the waters. Muddying the waters. I mean, he's the one who can't even get the address right. He's over at HHM and they sure talk a good game, but come on. Guys like that, when crunch time comes, it's always someone else's fault.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost 11:30.
Thanks, Greta. I'll be right up.
Oh, that was Gretchen. I'm like, isn't Greta a character from Burb?
I'd like to take one last look before we submit. Just double check a few things.
Sure. So tomorrow first thing.
Absolutely. Thanks. I see you, Paige.
She made him nervous about the mistake. She's overthinking it now. Comma. Oh, okay. Oh, Oh, the rainbow's gone. Wow. She's really stressing over commas and periods. It can be a stressful time, I get it, but...
Yeah.
She saw something again? It's the period again? I'll just use comma and colon or whatever from this point onwards. We'll stay away from the period. I'm sorry. Mike should have shot me. Look, I gave him a chance. Damn, look at them guns. Oh, choke me. All right. She's really stressing over that. Oh, man, she's nervous. I'd be too, you know. If I had, I mean, if, you know, if I knew that there was a mistake, like a tiny mistake, you know.
I wrapped them up, you know, for safety.
That's very thoughtful of you, but I need them now.
You sure it's okay?
It's okay.
Ernesto! Ernesto is a bro. Ooh, batteries. Yo, how the hell did you... Can you teach me how you... Ernest? How much do you charge an hour? Bro, open that with so much ease. I need like 15 scissors and a knife. Don't ask me why I have a scissor here. I need it, man. Can't keep going to the kitchen.
Ernesto, could you come in here, please?
Changed 1261 to 1216. It was me.
Turn that off! Turn it off!
It all went...
Turn it off!
Exactly.
You did not hear that! This is my fault, not yours. But now that you've heard it, you need to understand something. As employees of Hamlin McGill, you and I are both bound by the strictures of client confidentiality. By law, both of us, by law.
So I'm not supposed to tell anyone?
That's right.
Jimmy, in particular.
No matter what reasons you think you... you must not, you cannot tell anyone. There could be terrible consequences. Life-changing consequences.
Scaring the crap out of him, man. Let it... It's nothing. Hey, he's not going to get into trouble over this. Well, he does work for HHM, and he is the M in the HHM.
I guess I'll go finish putting away the groceries.
You wanted him to hear it. Was that what that was? He did say I can. What is he up to? We'll talk about this. Low battery. No signal. Okay. Drawing on the fridge. Wait, he bought a new one. I'm always right, because where did he get the thing from? Okay. A device which, like, tracks the tracker. Wait, what? He switched? Oh, what did he do? He's science in it. What is he doing? What is he up to?
Southwest winds, 15 to 20 miles per hour. With the Steve Ricketts promo.
He's trying to drain the battery? Okay. You can leave it on all night. Okay, what does that achieve? What? That guy's chipped at the one end. Wow, that's a lot. You eat a lot. Does this guy ever sleep? Like, ever? Oh. He did switch it. Okay, I was right. You mother lover. Maiko. Okay, now it all makes sense. I think. There's the new tracker. Okay. This guy's a fucking genius. Now he knows where they are. And he will know whom they are. I mean, I think we know who it is. Well, huh. All right. That's the end of that episode. All righty, my mateys. Wow, okay. That was pretty good. Before I jump into talking more about this, if you want to see the full-length reaction and also want to see these episodes earlier, first they go up on Patreon, and also the full-length reactions go up on Patreon, link in the description, check it out. Thank you so much, every single one of you, for supporting me all this time. You guys are like my Jimmies. I'm Kim, you're Jimmy. You're there for me no matter what, helping me out along the way. Now let me tell you how I read that situation. So, first off, let's just start at the beginning. So we had Jimmy and Chuck's little encounter. I thought it was kind of sweet for a moment there. They were just brothers. They were sharing memories and they were just having a good time, or it looked like they did. And then Chuck had to ruin it and just told him that, yeah, he hasn't forgotten what happened today and he's going to come back at you. He's going to make you pay, which is fine. I don't think Jimmy didn't expect Chuck to just forget it that quickly. I think he knew that Chuck was going to hold on to that and he was going to perhaps try and do something. So there was that. And then what he says to Kim later on as well is that for 10 seconds, my brother wasn't hating me. So, I mean, you can tell that he just really wants his big brother to be loving and caring, but he can't. He just can't get over the fact that Jimmy does things a bit untraditionally and that he isn't going to walk the straight path, not necessarily the wrong path, but the straight path, right? He's not going to walk on the pre-planned path, the path that is laid out for him from high school all the way to then college and then job and so on and so forth, right? The career pathway that you get in high school, like they set the whole thing up for you. That's not Jimmy. Jimmy's not going to accept that. Jimmy doesn't want that. And Chuck very much is that guy. So he just cannot get over that fact. And so there's this ripple between them, and it's getting a bit intense because now I feel like Chuck is playing a bit dirty, which is fine. It's fair game against Jimmy at this point. But Jimmy, for the first time, has done something to Chuck. Now, what exactly was he trying to do there? I'm not entirely sure, but I think I have a theory. I wrote it down. He let Ernesto hear that on purpose. That was pretty clear by the fact that he smirks there at the end when Ernesto walks out, and he's freaking out when Ernesto is there. So he's putting on an act. So that tells me he wanted Ernesto to hear that. Now, why would he want Ernesto to hear that? Well, because he would want, maybe he knows that Ernesto and Jimmy are friends, and so he knows that Ernesto is going to go to Jimmy and tell him. Oh, no, he does know that because Ernesto called Jimmy. Remember when Ernesto told Chuck that I called him? So he knows that he would call him. So, okay, so now he's playing on that, okay, Ernesto is going to go to Jimmy, tell him that this is what he has on you. And then what? Then he knows that Jimmy's going to try to obviously do something to get rid of the evidence. So he's going to catch him trying to get rid of the evidence? I was so confident when I started talking about this. And now that I've actually said it out loud, I'm like, what does that achieve? Let's say you catch him trying to get rid of this. Okay. Does that achieve anything? Ooh, or does that validate the tape? Or is he not? Is he then allowed to submit the tape? Because right now Howard said that you can't submit this as evidence. I'm not sure. But yeah, okay, so that's what I was thinking. I was so confident and now I'm not sure anymore. I mean, I don't know law. That's the problem. I don't know how that's going to change anything. Is that going to change the fact that they're able to submit it now as evidence? I'm not entirely sure. Or is he hoping that, let's say they do submit it, they just can then have the judge or the jury or whatever have them like believe that this is real, because if it wasn't real, why would he steal it? That sort of thing. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, Chuck is very smart. We know that, and he said he knows how this can be useful. So let's see what he's going to do with it. That's my theory, though. Do let me know what you were thinking at this point when this was happening. Then there's the second of the 2 traps being laid down this episode. There's the Maiko situation. So they put a tracker in his gas cap. He figured it out. The guy, by the way, he doesn't give up, does he? He checked everything, like literally everything. Busts open his entire car. So they put that in the car that he took there, which was a different car than the one he has, obviously, which is smart, because if you're going to do something like what he was going to do, you obviously don't want your personal stuff there. So he got that covered. Whoever did that then also did it to his personal car, so they went to his house. So they not only know who he is, what he wants to do, when he's going to do it, but they also know where he lives. It has to be Gus, I'm presuming, or Nacho. It could be Nacho too. The Salamancas are equally as capable and dangerous. So they did the cap. He figured it out. He bought the tracker. He looked at the model and everything. So he bought the exact tracker. He bought the monitored thing as well to track the tracker. He then tested what would happen if the battery is drained, and he saw what happens when the battery is drained. It sends a signal, tells them there's it's gone, low battery or whatever. And so because they're going to see that the battery's low, they're going to come in and change the battery. Now, where I think he lucked out is that they didn't change. So he bought a new tracker to test all that, and then he switched it with the old tracker. But they took the cap, and I think that's where he lucked out, because they could have easily just changed the battery. And to be able to calculate for that they're going to come in and they're going to take the cap. Because if they'd just changed the battery, then Mike's plan fails. Right then and there, it's done. But because he calculated for the fact that they're going to come in, they're going to try to be quick and swift. So they're going to come in, they're going to take out the cap, and they're going to put in another cap, and they're going to leave. Because opening the cap would make a noise, and it would take some time, and they obviously don't want someone standing in the middle of the street next to a car messing in someone's gas tank, right? A cop could walk by, Mike could see it, anything can happen. By the way, does Mike ever sleep? Come on, fam. So that's fine that's what they're doing, but the fact that he calculated for that is something that will happen, and it did happen. Yeah, Mike is good, isn't he? So now they got his tracker. They left a new tracker. He left the tracker there. Now he's going after them. He knows where they're going. And so in the next episode or whenever, we're going to find out who this person is. Is it Nacho's people, the Salamancas, or is it Gus? I think it's Gus. Because the Salamancas are not that careful. Nacho is, but not all of the Salamancas. Gus, however, is very careful, right? Very professional. That's something that he likes in his partners as well. That was something that he liked in Walt initially, that is. So I do believe, I'm about 95% sure I would say that it's Gus. And also based on the fact that the title, the acronym, what is it called? I don't know. The letters from the episodes make up Fring's back. So there's that as well. So that's that situation. Then there's the whole situation with Kim feeling very uneasy and very on the edge when she hears from Paige about how Chuck made like a teeny tiny mistake. And she then goes back and tries to make sure everything is perfect. She's literally stressing out over a period, and like I said, if I was on my period, I can only apologize. But you know what I mean? Like these are this little thing that she's just stressing over, and she knows that he didn't make a mistake. She knows that Jimmy messed around with it, because Jimmy pretty much confirmed it when he told her that, okay, it had to do something with that thing that you said we were not going to discuss. So if it had to do with that, then I presume she presumes that was true. But then she also is like so nervous and so anxious. It was tough watching her. But yeah, so that's the episode so far. Let me know what you guys are thinking up to this point. No spoilers, please. And yeah, I'm loving this show. This episode was what I was talking about when I said these people, these showrunners, these goddamn showrunners, they like to take their time with things and they like to burn you slowly, simmer you on slow heat. Make sure you're cooked all the way through inside, you know? This was a brilliant example of that. Amazing cinematography, amazing acting. It was all so well done. Oh, that scene with the old lady with Lily of the Valley, that was pretty good callback, or I guess call forward. The Lily Pond. When that earlier woman said Lily Pond, I was like, ooh, Lily Pond, eh? And then they just straight up mention it later on. The hair-based dude, him taking that so seriously. I mean, I guess if you feel betrayed, you'd feel like an idiot, and he came in and he tried to make something happen. And, well, Jimmy, you know, Jimmy's not one to go down that easily. He puts up a fight. He's like, all right, you want to do this? Let's go. Let's take me on. Kind of felt bad for him, you know. And like I said before, too, it just, I mean, that's just Jimmy. You know, that's just how he is. And again, I justify it, and so many others, and Jimmy himself justifies it by saying, okay, what damage was done? Was anybody hurt? Was anything lost? Was it, you know? And in this case, obviously, none of that happened. But in many cases, before and after, a lot of people get hurt and a lot is lost. So, yeah, Jimmy is Jimmy. But wait till he becomes Saul, because that's when things really get going. Anyways, yeah. It's pretty much on. My prediction about Chuck versus Jimmy is going to intensify was correct, because it has very much gone to the next level. They're really now going after each other. And I think Ernesto is going to tell Jimmy, and Jimmy's going to try to steal it. And I think that's the plan. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, do let me know what your thoughts are thus far. I do like reading what you have to say. If you disagree with something, do let me know why you disagree. And if you agree, let me know why that is as well. I'm always looking for a different perspective. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, do drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like I said, check out my Patreon. Early access and full-length reactions are there as well. Thank you so much, every single one of you, for supporting me all this time. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a nice